Welcome once again to Whitehouse Cottages in Essex. And here's a little bit of a June tour. So those of you who have been to the garden in May will be familiar with its layout and its planting and its colour scheme, which at that time of year is predominantly green with white and a froth of blue from the forget-me-nots, which of course are all going over now. But in June something extraordinary happens. In June we get colour. The irises are up, the peonies are all out, but of course the one thing that you notice are the roses. The roses look absolutely magnificent this year. This one is Iceberg. This one is the Queen of Sweden, which I've mixed with a very, very pale iris, blue iris. I think it works really, really well. The second thing that visitors to the garden this time of year will notice is that the catalpa has started to leaf up. Now, as you know, the catalpa doesn't leaf until June. It likes hot weather. So in May, the garden is in absolute sunshine, whereas by June, it's dapple shade, which brings another quality to it. As you can see, the peonies are going over. And the other thing that June does is it brings colour. From off the ground, which it predominantly is in May, further up your field of vision. So you get the Astrantias and the irises and the foxgloves accidentally popping up at this time. You get the Nepetas with the foxgloves, which looks amazing but also sounds incredible because of course they're covered in bees. Pruning things and chopping things is another thing you want to do in June, because you'll notice things are in the wrong place. I moved this tree peony yesterday. Sulked for a bit, but it's all right now. And of course, we love to encourage wildlife in our garden. I love a geranium. They're good doers. And once you buy them, you've got them for life, which is another thing that I like. This is Blush Noisette from David Austin. Planted with a very peculiar plant I can never remember the name of, but I kind of like weird, so it stays for now. The colour scheme of the garden this time of year starts off as an underpinning of white and green, and as the plants develop you get blues and pale pinks and lilacs over there. Then you get this beautiful Acer over here, and as I was looking across from my generous gardener over here, before it starts to flower, its leaves are tinged in red, to my Acer, it occurred to me that I could put some more warm colours over in this part of the garden. So let's go for a wander. Hey Joan. So obviously it's spectacular in this part of the garden is the Acer. It really is incredible. There's some Tradescantia in here. Of course. Now this is Gentle Hermione. I absolutely love how subtle that is. It's such a beautiful, delicate colour. The rose is over our gate. I deliberately leave them long and floppy. I don't prune these too hard. I kind of like the way they sort of take over and do their own thing. Sometimes you have to do that in a garden, I think. And these are exquisite. This is Generous Gardener that I've got growing up the stable block. I absolutely love this rose, and I decided to grow it as a bush as well, so I've got it here in the corner of the driveway. Requires a little bit more cunning pruning, but it's absolutely worth it. Just look how beautiful that is. The roses look amazing this year, probably because we haven't been able to do anything else. I've spent such a long time in the garden making sure everything looks amazing. Metalware in this garden is made by Dean Harris. He's a friend and local blacksmith. And I think you'll agree. It's a beautiful accompaniment to the roses. And as you can see, gardening with wildlife is not without its challenges. And I seem to spend quite a few early mornings putting the divots back in my lawn from the badgers the previous night. But that encounter is well worth that sacrifice. I hope you've enjoyed a quick June tour of the garden. We really do hope to see you next year at Whitehouse Cottages, because it really is looking very, very nice this year, and we have missed seeing you. Be safe, everyone.